In this video, I'm gonna tell you how to configure SafeMove Pro function in ABB ROBOT. So, for LC5 system, you need additional module DSQC1015. For Omnium Core system, the controller support SafeMove Pro function. So you have to confirm it whether the controller supported this function in terms of Omnium Core system. Okay, and basically you also need to buy this option from ABB official. Okay, in our project typically we use Profisave, SafeMove Pro, these two functions. In previous videos, I already introduced Profisave, so you can combine that video with this video. Remember, in this video, I only focus on the SafeMove Pro function used in my project, not overall SafeMove Pro function. Let's begin. So first, you have to establish user group for SafeMove Pro. Okay, the next, you choose Visual SafeMove. As you can see, you have this vertical view. First, you click Robot and the max speed manual mode speed, you can define it. This is the default value. Okay, you just type the speed based on your project. The next, you click this. As you can see, elbow offset. Typically, this is the generated by the robot itself once you connect with the robot. So my current project, I just keep it default. If you want to change it, you can based on your situation, but normally we don't change this value. For the safe break ramp data, what does this data mean? It means once the robot initialize the category 1 stop. Category 1 stop means we have deceleration to stop the robot. This function means will monitor the category 1 stop. If doesn't meet the situation, this function will immediately take control of the robot, will take effect. You will see this picture. As you can see, speed, this is the ramp actual, this is the safe break ramp speed limit. This function, safe break ramp function, typically is to monitor category 1 stop. If category 1 stop deceleration is not so efficient, is not so quick, then this function will take effect. You can go back to this. Okay, this is the limit. This is the start point. Okay. The next, for the base frame reference, we have the task frame, world, user, coordination, robot, base frame. Typically, normally, they are all the same, but you can choose task frame. In my project, I choose task frame, okay? But you can choose world, robot base. Basically, they are almost same. Okay, you can change it, okay? And this is the limit for each joint. So, the next, geometries. This is the, I'm gonna drag. This is the robot. This is the geometry. Capsule is this one. Okay, this is the upper arm capsule. You have to define it. Okay, as you can see, you have to define it. You have to define this capsule. You choose create. You choose there are 3 shapes you can choose. Typically in this project I choose capsule. What does this mean? This area will be monitored under tool position from tool position supervision. This area, capsule 1, is upper arm. As you can see, include upper arm geometry. As you can see, under the safe zone, include upper arm geometry, which means this area you can define the capsule and will be monitored by tool position supervision, which means these areas, if the robot upper arm during the job, during the work, if this arm exceed the defined zone, it will cause alarm. So this area you can drag. As you can see, you can drag. You can define the area based on your situation. Okay. Also the radius, as you can see, you can simply drag. Okay. And remember, 3 types based on your situation. You have to create, then tap the value or drag. If you have the simulation of your project, you can define it. Okay. This is for the geometry of capsule 1. You have to create it for upper arm, which is used with tool position supervision. Okay. For the additional axis and synchronization and cyclic brake check, for this, normally in this project I don't use it. So we're gonna focus on the tool. Tool is this. So first, you have to create a tool. Basically, if you have the simulation, you already create a tool. So first, you have to create a tool. Second, you have to type your tool data, your tool coordination data here, based on the real project. And if you have other 3D module, you can install it in the 6th flange. And activation permanent active, you can choose. The data is based on the real project. You type it. And still, you have to create a shape. Still the same area, you define it. Because in this area, I defined it 2 shapes, okay, for the TCP, for the tool center. So gripper, handling, okay, as you can see. Also, you can drag, push, as you can see. You can define it, define the position, okay. And meanwhile, if you need speed supervised points, flange coordination, which means this speed you can add 8-point speed supervised points around TCP to monitor speed. Okay, but in this project I don't add it. I only added this area to monitor the area. Okay, and permanently active. The next should be safety zone. Safety zone is easily to understand. As you can see, you can define it. You can define it. You can define the area by drag. 1, 2, 3, 4, you can drag it. As you can see, you can drag it. you can drag it to based on your situation. Same here, you can drag it. You can drag it. This area also will be monitored under the tool. You can create first safety zone. You create safety zone, and next you create tool position. As you can see, tool position supervision, or tool speed supervision depends. So in this, I just added tool position supervision property, permanent active. As you can see, you can choose, and you can choose active signals. This means output signals status. You can choose a signal, and the stop category 1 and category 2, category 0. 0 means stop immediately. 1 has deceleration. Okay, safety zone. And settings include upper arm geometry, allow inside. This is the safety zone. Okay, and for the tool position supervision, this only with SafeMove Pro function. Okay, and for the speed supervision priority, you can choose base, normal, override. Basically, we choose normal, and this is the same safe zone, tool position supervision, and this is same. Okay, so this is the basic areas. First, you have to add geometry for the upper arm, and second, tool, you need to type the tool data and choose the geometry type. This area will be monitored, okay, on the tool position supervision. And the next, you added the safe zone. Safe zone, you can choose different tool position, tool speed, or axis speed, tool orientation. Okay, and for tool position vision properties, you can choose permanent active, or you can choose a signal to active. And stop category, you can choose 1 or 0. Okay, this is the basic settings for SafeMove Pro. And for the SafeIO, I introduced in the ProfiSafe. It's almost the same, as you can see, because in the project I also have ProfiSafe function mapping. You can type the signals here. Okay, type the signals, function mapping signals. Okay, tap the signals here. And for the stop configuration, I also introduced in the ProfiSafe video. So from my perspective, the most important basic knowledge for you to master SafeMove Pro under this project, first you need to type this area. Wait a second, this area. You have to create a capsule for the upper arm area. This area will be managed. The second should be tool. You have to create a tool and define the type the tool data and define the area. The next should be safe zone. Safe zone, you can choose tool position supervision. Remember, this is under SafeMove Pro. So the last should be SafeIO. You define it. Okay, so this is this video's content. You can combine ProfiSafe. You can combine the ProfiSafe videos, and hopefully useful to you. If you think useful, don't forget make a donation on my homepage. See you next.